Hey, Robin, thank you for stopping your life for a few minutes and having a conversation about the Discover Your Greatness Through the Productivity Success Cake course group program. I wanted to talk to you today because, quite frankly, you blew my mind, right? In Discern, right? We got Discern, you really dialed into your purpose and why you were doing the photography, because you're a photographer.
Mhm.
You want to just for a second say a little bit about just like one or two sentences about what that did for you?
So as a photographer, I've shot every genre, and felt like I failed in each one. But the discern process helped me dial into who who my heart wants to photograph.
Yeah.
Who am I supposed to be photographing? And
Mm,
through that process, it was very clear. And
yeah.
then I was able to hone in and drop
Mhm.
everything else and really move forward.
Oh, I like that. And
Mm.
you went deep there. It was like a calling. There was kind of no option. It
Yeah.
wasn't like, I'll go do this for a job or something. You were going to make it work. So you had this really super deep commitment, which was great. So then you said yes to the next step, which was, of course, working through the productivity success cake, if I can say it, which of course has the tools and the community to take that gorgeous idea and watch it be transformed. And you did that in ways that are so big and beautiful. I'm still pinching myself, right? So,
Me too.
yeah. So tell us what life was like though, at the beginning of Discover.
So I knew what I needed to photograph. I knew I needed a whatever, customer service software, which I had, but I wasn't comfortable with. I had a studio I wasn't comfortable with. I knew there was some blocks in my way, including my own headspace and my own physical space, and
Yeah.
um, and the juggling family. I'm a single mom of four, so
Yeah.
and I. It was so nice to slow down and take things in smaller chunks as to not be so overwhelmed. I was spinning, and then you gave me the direction, just one direction at a time. One
Yeah.
left turn, one right turn, and then observing what's around me in those turns and
Yeah. It
going
was,
for what I want.
yeah. Thank
Each
you
step,
so much.
each
I
step. Yeah.
remember at the beginning, it was like, I remember you said you were in overwhelm and you wanted to do it all. And you had the hurry up energy.
Yeah.
Tell me about the hurry up energy.
I'm falling behind. I I'm drowning. There's so much to do. How am I going to do that? Where do I start?
Yeah.
All of it. And I knew mostly what I had to do, but how to do it imperfectly and just learn along the way. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. So you talked about the steps. I remember we talked about that quite a bit. The beginning, like at the end of every session, we would all talk about, okay, what we want to do for the next session, all of us. So we had 8 people in the group.
Mhm.
And I kept remembering, and it happened with not just you, a lot of people. We tend to have these steps that like we can't even reach. They're so high. And do you remember that process?
Yeah. Breaking things down.
Yeah.
I never did that. I
And
was just,
making it be okay.
and making it be okay. And I used to think I had to have the whole day set aside because it was such a big thing that I need to set aside this big time that I never got and how to just start and just decide and then start a little momentum and then it gets you going. It's incredible, the momentum.
Right, right.
Mhm.
So what surprised you during our 13 weeks together?
I What surprised me, I actually followed through.
Wow.
Like I got to the point, I mean, I'm 55. I'm like, I don't know if I trust myself. Sometimes I say I'm going to do some and then I don't do it and then I beat myself up. And then the first thing I remember is the self-love because
Mhm.
without that, yeah,
Right, right.
the
That's
It's a kind thing, like turning it in my mind, turning it around, say these things are an act of self-love towards me, and it's okay in all the things, not just in my career, but in all the things.
Right, because how we do anything is how we do everything.
Yeah.
And I'm mainly with entrepreneurs, and that couldn't be more true, right?
Mhm.
So as a result of baking your cake, you called it a beautiful, bright, sparkle cake.
Yeah.
But yeah, what is now true in your life?
I've proved to myself how capable I am and how I can focus
Mhm.
and how everything's in purpose and even just one thing is enough.
Beautiful.
Mm.
And I will point out that at the beginning, you hadn't really started, you had a lot of bits and pieces
Yeah.
for your business, but they were all kind of jumbled up, and you did one step at a time. You got a whole new software system, you know, you realized that you needed to get a new studio. You totally renovated the studio. You did a major clean out of your office,
Yeah.
huge major clean out of your office.
Yeah.
Got comfortable with being on camera yourself, like doing videos through support.
Yes.
Um, and now you're about ready to press the go button because your back end systems, your CRM system is all set, your ads are all set,
Mhm.
you've got people in place, makeup artists, the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
this is, I don't want to say light a match, but I mean like
Yeah, right.
it's like whoop, right? I mean, you're
It's
there,
so true.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
How does that
Yep.
feel?
It feels scary and exciting and mostly exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So if someone's saying, well, geez, I'm not a photographer, or, they just have doubts, like, can I do this? Like or whatever their doubts are talking about. I've been this way all my life, or whatever it is, like, what would you ask them to consider to decide if this is something that might work for them?
I had all those self-doubts, the
Mhm.
the history to prove it, and I knew in my heart what I really wanted to do, and I gave myself a chance, and I said, "With support, I can do this." I was not doing it alone, I realized that, and I definitely needed direction. I needed to know better ways of thinking and how to step forward, and you did that for me, and it was so fun with the team. I call it the team.
The team. Awesome.
Yeah,
Any last words, or is that
best thing ever.
good?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Bye.
Bye.